Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl here to bring you another reading for Scorpio. Today is the 20th of March when I do this, so it's only been a few days, well, a week, 6 days out of the eclipse of the moon. And the reason I'm only now coming in to do my reads is because I was on a pilgrimage for the beginning of the month. And here we have the Fool, so the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles. Wow, it's a new adventure that wants to take place. It's having that faith and stepping into what you really believe in and being generous. Yes, being very generous. Being ready to stand on your own. Take that step forward to really following what you believe in and being honest with yourself. And again, this is why I did that pilgrimage, because it is a question of faith that the eclipse comes around to shake up our minds and put us into some kind of turmoil that we feel we need to move out of or move on from, and that is what encourages us to learn and grow. Scorpio, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, most of all for showing up. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. That Scorpio energies is coming in through that trine with the water signs. The moon is in Scorpio now, and it's connecting with Neptune and Mars in Cancer, Neptune in Pisces. So there's that trinity that's forming, and again, we need to look deep within. We need to connect to what we believe in and take that step to have that leadership quality and what we really believe in come through. Scorpio, you're on your way, and the deck splits, and we have a Ace of Swords for victory. So if you are looking to start something, again, here's confirmation. We have the Fool, we have the Sword, we have our King of Pentacles, who is definitely a leader. And if you're looking to start something, then by all means, go for it. The layout that I'm going to do is the Celtic Cross, and again, it is all about that trinity that's forming with the water signs. And this deck is a new one, the Smith-Waite that I got. So that Celtic Cross goes very nicely with this, and it fits in with the timing. And for the Oracle card, I'm going to use the Spirit of the Animals deck. It's very beautiful, and it's very profound when it comes to gauging help or advice that we need, especially at this time, because the mind is really going through that push and pull, and I find the energy of the animals helps to balance that out. Oh, the deck is breaking oddly. Could be a bit of a, well, yes, it is a bit of a rough ride. So we'll cut one more time, and we'll see how. First card here is Three of Wands. So again, it's wanting to look forward to starting something new, going to school, finishing classes, getting into new classes, dealing with the future, really thinking about what you want and how you're affected, or how others affect you and your future. Here we have a disappointment, so we're challenged here to go for what we want because we fear that we will be disappointed, or we fear that we will have a repeat of disappointments because of what we are trying to achieve. Again, the fear comes in. I just want to make sure it's fitting because I find it's not a lot of room. So we have the Knight of Cups, and here we this is what's below us, so what's grounding us, what's keeping us in that routine that we seem to want to change, because this is what has already happened. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I always put it down in order to measure, and it's really belongs up here. So Scorpio, forgive me. It is actually what we're looking forward to rather than where we've been. This has not happened yet. The Knight of Cups, he is feeling forced, or maybe feeling forced, to present an offer or to present to someone. So again, looking into the disappointment of the future, feeling that what we want may not come to us, or what we want is too difficult to have, we're feeling a little, we're uncertain. We're uncertain about making that offer or even receiving an offer, because maybe we're focusing on certain individuals who have disappointed us or have been disappointed with love, and their attempt coming in maybe feeling forced, or yours may be forced. Maybe you're feeling pressured into doing something and you're not too sure that you want to go ahead with that. But in the end, we look at, well, I say in the end, what this offer will bring is a sense of stability. Again, we have the bottom of the deck already showing itself. We had the King of Pentacles, and now we see the Queen of Pentacles. So this belongs in stability. This Four of Wands here opens up that door to, I want to be in a stable relationship. I want to be in a place where I feel I belong. I want to be able to expand and grow and change and develop and have more. I want to be on equal ground. This is where you're coming from. Again, innate qualities, what you believe in. You're feeling that you have to go away from where you are to find what you really believe in, what you want, what seems to be your sense of direction. It's coming from a sense of stability. Scorpio, maybe you have strong earth in your chart, or you're dealing with earth signs, because we have the King and the Queen who have shown themselves right here. Both were at the bottom of the deck. So it's an overall sense of working towards what you want, and have been working towards what you want, and you're feeling that because you put so much effort in, that you have done in the past, you've been disappointed. You're feeling it's going to come up again, and you will be disappointed. But Spirit is here to remind us that no, your efforts mean something, and they always will carry you through to your success. So from the past, we're looking at the Six of Pentacles that came back from the beginning, where you felt cheated, or you felt that something was missing, or you didn't have enough, or someone took from you. Again, that disappointment in wanting to reach for the future, wanting to develop and put effort into making your money, into building a home. You felt cheated. And this is where the eclipse comes in to bring that back up into our minds and remind us that we need to do things differently now. We need to make a shift. We need to make a change. We need to heal from the past disappointments by looking forward to something, to looking forward to achieving, rather than staying in the belief that we won't achieve. Fear is what is leading us. Again, the fool coming out, showing itself, is that sense of, I can do this, and even though I'm afraid, I'm going to do it anyway. Let's see, for the future, we have an offer here. So it could be a sense of forgiveness relating to what disappointments have taken place in your past, and could be someone coming back to make up for, could be an offer, just an offer to help you get a move on, because we have now 2 cups, which would make a commitment. And that could be either yourself committed to a project, committed to making certain changes, or it could be someone coming in to see and make an offer to you, because you're hoping for something to come your way, and your hopes will be answered, because that offer will come. It will bring you to that new beginning. Again, we had the Ace of Swords, the Fool. Now we have the the Page of Cups, to reinforce that something new is coming, and something new with stability, not just something new on a whim. It's something that ideas, or a solid offer, in the sense where there is a commitment attached to building on. And we saw the King of Wands too that came out. So really focusing on taking an idea and working with it. And then when we had the King of Pentacles with the King of Wands, it just reinforces that there is a sense of stability and a sense of fairness that will make up for what was not fair in the past. Scorpio, you're moving forward. It's a slow process, but very emotional. Again, very passionate with the wands, and very, very circumstantial, and with substance with the pentacles, because we know what we want. We know what we've always wanted, and we want to build that stability. It's not just, I want it to take form, and I want it to last. And here you are making that decision to focus on what you're looking forward to in the future. And you're not going to allow the setbacks to stop you. You have that emotional pull to what you really want. Your faith is taking you, and that is what needs to take you, your faith. You need to let it lead you. And that's where you are now, Scorpio. You're allowing Spirit to say, okay, you really want this? Here, I'm going to give it to you. So you're coming into that emotional bondage, that emotional connection, that sense of belonging. You're feeling it. You're allowing yourself to be guided, and you're putting the focus where you know you need to. Scorpio. Doing well. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is your environment. So someone is coming your way. And that offer is for a sense of stability, even marriage for some of us. First off, it is to have that forgiveness, because it is a real offer for that commitment. But you must allow the time. You must be patient, because it will take the time that it takes. As much as we want something to come, wishing for it and provoking it is not going to make it come any faster. It is going to come when it has to and when it is supposed to. But know that it is not far off. Even though we know he takes his time, he's already on his way. Put it that way. It's a matter of arriving, because the near future is where that offer comes in. First off, it is to begin. And here, the plan is already formulated. It's a question of arriving. And you're not far. And again, when we want to know what time and how long, it is in divine timing. Only Spirit can tell you when. We have earth signs, we have water signs. If you're dealing with a particular individual, whether they're fire sign, earth sign, it's all showing up here. The fact that all elements are showing up, it's just because we're in balance, and it really doesn't matter what sign you're dealing with. They are in their element. They are in balance with you. The energy is bringing in, and a victory is coming. You see, what you want to have is coming to you. Just believe that and allow it to come in. Get busy doing the preparation for its arrival, and in no time it will be here. Here we have the recognition. We have that fear of being let's see, it's recognition on one level, and then the fear in it is that we will react in a impatient way, where we want it now, and then throw a tantrum and become all egotistical and arrogant, and I would say spoiled in that sense, where okay, it's coming to me, I'm going to have everything. Okay, well, I'm going to just self-sabotage is the word I'm looking for here. Be very careful, Scorpio, because this Knight of Pentacles is very serious. Very serious. So if you think that you're going to turn this into a game and have fun with what is very serious, because you know it's coming to you, when you would lose respect rather than gain. That would be the fear here. Because we go into bad habits. We go into bad habits knowing that something is there for you, and not respecting that it is earned. You see, this is where this card turns into the ego, and we forget how hard, how difficult it was, the efforts that needed to get us ready for this championship, and all the work that we put in. I take the Olympics as an example here, where you've worked hard and you've really put yourself to the mat, and then you're finding that you're afraid that you won't get that medal. So what do? You turn to enhancers, thinking that, well, I can do a bit of it and I won't get caught. And it's when you're thinking you're not going to get caught, that's when you get caught. So I would say here is to not push yourself to the point where, okay, tarot says I'm going to get what I want, so, oh, well, I don't have to do anything now, I'll just wait for it to come. No. Be very mindful, be very vigilant, be very aware. You see, the challenge is in healing. Remember, you must remember where you've been, what difficulties you've been through, because what is coming to you is earned. And if you forget that effort that you had to put in order to get the recognition, in order to be chosen, in order to earn the position of being granted this offer, if you forget that, then that offer is going to turn into disappointment. You're on a fine line of having that commitment, Scorpio. Something in the past is what is being corrected now because of efforts that you've made. But you must pay homage to those efforts. You must remember what took place, that unfairness. You must remember and see your way clear to recognizing the next person's efforts too. See how this ends up, because that seems to be a pretty big lesson coming up for you if you're not already there. When I say in the past, this could be 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 6 months ago, years ago even. You will know how far back the connection is, because there we see things coming back into balance. Here we see abundance connecting with the 6 here. Here we see, again, being that this is the challenge is in giving that recognition to the next person, or being patient with the next person for some other of us. It is bringing that balance back in, or throwing everything out into imbalance would be how this reading would end. But we see at the bottom of the deck here that she is very patient, and she is, again, with the 3 of Pentacles, she is recognizing the past efforts. Looking into her pentacle here, she is looking back at how hard it was to get to this point of having this commitment come to her. The fact that it has taken so long to arrive is where that commitment is seen and recognized. It must be seen and recognized. In order to have that stability, it takes a long time. The foundation is slowly being built here. Again, we see the 10 of Swords is to put that cycle to an end, to close off whatever it was that in the past that was unfair, that wasn't on an equal give and take. That is what she's thinking about, how that all of those events that took place that brought me to where I am now, that I can be self-sufficient, that I can take care of myself. All that I have suffered is just going to be finished now. It's going to be gone. Spirit is bringing in what you need most, and that is mental healing, Scorpio. If it is that you must go into prayer, then that is your route. If it is that you must allow for patience and silence and be away from others in order to let time pass so that what you really want can come to you, then that is what you must do. But you are coming to the end of that turmoil, that end of that suffering. It is coming. You are starting something new. You are receiving that understanding, that sense of belonging, that truth, and your king. If it is that you are looking for that offer to come to you, he is coming. He is coming. He is coming. You asking when? Well, we're looking at Gemini here. Jupiter is in Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. So we're looking at May. The spring is bringing a new beginning for you. The Fool, the Ace of Swords, a new beginning. Here we have the Ace of Swords coming back with the page, a new beginning. You will see that why he left, or why they left, or why you left, you will see and have that second chance coming back around. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. So again, it is a completion. It is where we will have that anxiety, because we have to face that anxiety. We have to see that we know when to reach out and when to hold back. We need to bring things back into the balance here. We need to face all the reasons why we should have a second chance. So your conversation is going to be quite interesting and very honest, because that is what this page brings, huh? I'm going to pass the page. Here it is. See? With all of the betrayals, we need to talk about. We need to talk about all of what hurt. We need to bring that to the surface. So we're looking at May for most of us here. Some of us may take a little longer because, again, the night takes its time. And when it is your time, it is your time. Discerning qualities are going to be recognized because of the suffering. And again, that plan will formulate. You will have conversation. Scorpio, we're moving quite quickly into how your flow is coming. So again, for the patience, you don't have much longer. You really don't. Just give it the spring. Spring is a beautiful time for that Page of Cups to come forward. Let's see what the Spirit of the Animals has to offer as advice. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the Oracle message for Scorpio for the month of March? Again, this is going into April, because we're at the end of the month. So I call this the mid-month or mid-March. Again, I will hopefully will come before the end of the month with more, or toward the end of the month, I will come with more readings. It was just that pilgrimage, that me going into my spirituality to reinforce my connection with Spirit, that I took that time before and during the full moon, so that I could come now and do my readings. And here we have the Messenger. See, so again, come in, and it's so funny because we have the eagle, or the hawk rather, with eyeing the fish. So then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moose Wisdom. Okay, so very powerful again, earth and air. Maybe you're dealing with air signs, but again, the balance is there. What is above and what is below is bringing in that right time. It's the timing factor for your messenger to come to you, or your message to come to you. So we have Spirit. Sorry, we have the hawk as messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So Spirit is talking to you through signs, dreams, the birds. I mean, the season in itself, the weather, the way the planets are. Whatever you are paying attention to, Spirit is talking to you through that medium. And you just need to listen. You need to pay attention and know that Spirit is letting you know that what you want, what you truly want, is coming to you. You just need to remember how you got it, so that you will not lose it. Because if you don't appreciate what Spirit is giving you, Spirit is going to take it from you. And that is where the lesson in this Six of Wands is coming in. So look forward to May for your bounty to come to you, whether it is through romance, through work, through spiritual guidance, through family, through friends. But you know what you're looking out for, and show a sense of gratitude, show a sense of appreciation, like our queen here is reflecting on what it is that she really wants and how hard it was for her to attain it. Go into a little bit of time alone and reflect on really what hurt in the past. If it is that you feel it's calling up to you and you're remembering, flashes are coming, let it pass, let it wash over you, because that's just Spirit's way of talking to you and giving you the messages that truth needs to be expressed. Let's see how the bottom of the deck here reflects that, in the sense where the wisdom, you will acquire that wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. And again, it comes back to our Queen of Pentacles, because she's very grounded. She's very focused. She's very connected spiritually. On that note, Scorpio, I thank you again for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.